Hey, what's going on, guys? I just figured I'd bring you another video here. Since I haven't done one of these in a while, I figured I'd do it. Working on a friend of mine's computer, he's claiming that it doesn't have any video when it powers up. Now, I was at his house earlier, and I did verify this, and it does, in fact, not have any video when it powers up. And so I decided to take it back to my place, and I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to start by swapping out the RAM with these RAM sticks here. They came out of a computer that I have that actually does work. And so I know these are known good spares, and it should function. If it does not, then I know I should move on to the next step, obviously. So what I'm also going to do is I have a graphics card actually it's from a different computer that I have that works. But I'm going to put it in here and see what happens. Hopefully it's the graphics card and not the motherboard. The fan doesn't spin up like super high speed, so I don't think that's what it is. But all computers respond differently to that failure, so I mean more often than not the CPU fan will go full speed when the motherboard does fail in a lot of cases, but that isn't always the case. So yeah, let me go ahead and swap these RAM sticks out, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I swapped out the RAM stick. As you can see, they're no longer there. Put the other RAM sticks on the nightstand beside me here. Let's see what happens. So I got the video plugged in there, and I got power plugged in. Let's see what it does. Don't mind that mess over there. That's just random stuff that I haven't gone through and organized yet. But we should have a video signal by now, and we don't. So next course of action is to install the video card and see what happens. Now I'm hoping that it's just going to recognize the video card and then swap over to it, but it might not, and if it doesn't, I'm going to have to do some research on how exactly I'm going to make it do that. I'm going to have to figure that out. But so let me go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the graphics card installed, and let's give it a shot and see what happens. Oh, make sure it's plugged in first of course. Get in there. Yep. Also make sure you have it the right way around. It fires right up, which is good, I guess. And yeah, that's not... I mean, I know it takes a few seconds for it to realize, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to do some research and figure out how exactly I'm going to change that. Because, yeah, video card's working. I mean, it's not doing anything, obviously, right now, because there's no signal from the motherboard to tell it to do something. So, yeah, looks like I got some more research to do. So, give me a few seconds to do that, and I'll be right. Well, it's gonna be a few minutes, but for you guys, a few seconds. So, give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I'm still working on this HP here. All right. So I did some research on it, and they basically tell you how to walk to, basically how to reset the BIOS using just a certain number of key presses, like press F10 for like 8 seconds and stuff like that. And I did all that, and it doesn't seem to be really doing much. So my next little attempt here is going to be basically swapping out the processor. It's got an AMD Athlon 2 in there. Well, it did. It's not in there now. It's actually sitting on the table right there. But anyway, so I'm going to swap it out with the AMD Phenom that I have in my HP that I rebuilt. So yeah, let's see. I mean, if that doesn't work, then chances are the motherboard's probably shot, which it probably already is. But I'm trying to. I just don't want to, I just don't want to give up on it for some reason. It's just, mainly because it's my friend's computer. I want to help him out, but I already told him that it might be the motherboard, but I'm not ready to condemn it yet. And he's like, all right, well, just let me know what you find. But so yeah, so let me swap out the processors, or put the other one in, because I already took the other one out. So let me put the other one in and get thermal paste on there, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so I kind of forgot to film when I put the other processor in there, but I have the original one back in there now. I just cleaned it off. with the other processor installed, it still did the exact same thing. There was no video. So I have deemed the motherboard to be dead, basically. I did contact my friend, and he surprisingly was just like, okay, so how much is a new motherboard? Because he initially said that he was going to buy a whole new computer, but he wants to just buy a new board for it. And I said, okay, let's find a board. And so we did, and it's about $50, so he's fine with, wait, no, 54, I think it was? Yeah, 54, or, well, technically 55, 54.99. And he said he was fine with that, so he said told me to go ahead and order it, so, when I get that board in, we will, continue with this. Just figured you guys would like to, see another computer repair video, since I haven't done one in quite some. I mean, I have done a few computer repairs since then. I just haven't actually thought about filming them. But yeah, so I figured I'd do that, and yeah. So when I get that board in, I will start again, and we will go from there. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I finally got the motherboard in. The computer hasn't been sitting like this the entire time. This is actually a few days later. The first few segments were recorded on Friday, and it is now Tuesday. I ordered the board. It's sitting right here, right next to my cat. Probably not the best spot for it, but he's designed to be there, and Miles, it's kind of not appropriate, just so you know. But anyway, yeah, so so that's the board there, and I kind of made a little bit of a mistake before when I ordered the board. I didn't take into consideration that the RAM was DDR2, even though this computer uses an AM3 processor. Thought it was DDR3 RAM, but it wasn't, so I ended up having to get a slightly different board than I thought. So this board actually supports, if you can see it there, hold on, let me turn this light on so you can see it. You can see it there. These are actually, look really carefully, you can see the notches on the black ones, and then you see the yellow ones that have different ones. So the yellow ones are actually DDR2, I believe. No, actually no, I think they're DDR3. Sorry. I can never keep up with that for some reason, but I think the black ones are DDR2 and the yellow ones are DDR3. So we're going to be using the black slots instead of the yellow ones. And this motherboard, you have to use DDR2 or DDR3. You cannot use both at the same time. It actually says that in the manual not to do that. Probably because they're different electrically, and it probably would mess a lot of shit up if you did that. So yeah, it's not a bad looking board. This board was also $50, or no, this board was $50. Yeah, not the other board was 54. I did say the other board was 50 in a previous segment as well, but it was 54. That was a gigabyte board. It would have been probably better than this one, but this board's not bad. It's an ASRock board, so it's probably not the best board, but you know what? It's better than buying a whole brand new computer. I mean, $300 or $400 on a computer, and an off-the-shelf computer. I mean, it will last you a while. This board will probably last you decent. I mean, it's got some solid capacitors, Japanese solid capacitors on it, and then it's got some electrolytic. Not sure if they're decent ones or not. I'm not too familiar with the decent branch of electrolytic capacitors and stuff like that, but yeah, they should be alright. Should last a while. But so yeah, let me go ahead and get this guy installed, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the I got the motherboard installed and kind of got carried away and continued working on it, and I kind of lied to you guys and said, oh, we'll get back to you when I get it installed. Well, yeah, I got it installed in some other things, like the CPU and the heatsink and the RAM, well, one of the RAM sticks. As you can see, I got it all installed. The only thing I had an issue with, the only gripe I have about really cheap motherboards is this. If you look down there, I'm sure you can see it. The screw hole there. There's no screw in it because I don't have any tools to actually, allow me to get... Stupid freaking light, I swear. Auto light's annoying as hell. But anyway, so yeah, I don't have any tools that actually enable me to get down in there well enough that will accept a T10 star bit. So yeah, all my other tools they don't fit, and you know, because the case gets in the way. Because you see what do you see what I'm saying? You can see the case there, and then you got the screw hole. It's like, do you see the problem? I'm sure you can see it. But anyway, so yeah, that's annoying. But I've got it. It's held in by 5 screws, not the 6 that it should be, but it should be fine. It's not going to go in. It's not like it's going to be traveling. Well, it's going to be traveling to its destination once it's finished. But I mean, it's not a laptop. It doesn't get dragged around. At least I would hope not. But no, my friend doesn't do that kind of stuff. But anyway, just finishing up, buttoning up everything here, and getting all the connectors put on. The front panel audio is right there, which is kind of an odd spot for it to be since it's front panel audio. Thankfully, the cable is long enough to actually reach. But and then also, speaking of odd spots, there's the chassis fan. It's all the way back here. I don't know. I swear, sometimes I wonder with some manufacturers with their placement of connectors and screw holes and stuff like that. But so yeah, let me finish you know, putting this together and, you know, connecting everything up, and I'll come back with the final product. Alright guys, so I got everything hooked up and about to power it up for the first time. So check this out. Okay, that's a little bit obnoxious. Hoping everything's good, because that's usually not a good sign, as I said, if it goes full speed, but it's also a new board, different configurations and shit, so oh, I got a keyboard, there we go. Alright. Ah, crap, I missed it. Hold on. Shouldn't do this, but I gotta reinstall Windows anyway, so that's not a big deal, but should be able to get into setup. I'm gonna see if I can turn that fan down. It's freaking obnoxious as hell. It takes a minute for it to realize what's going on, apparently. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Where the heck would that be? So many settings for this thing. Where? No, that's not what I want. I mean, it is what I... Not really, but... No! Damn it. Okay, let's see. Where the hell? Oh, you know what? It's under the hardware monitor, I bet. Nope. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. You want automatic. You don't want full on, homie. That's totally unnecessary. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. That's 10. That wasn't a 10. Shit. No. Ah, crap. Alright. I'm not used to this BIOS, as you guys can probably tell. Alright, hold on. Hold on, no. I thought F10 was to save the settings. What the hell? Where's this? Then we'll go to exit. If all else fails, always go to the exit options. That will give you your options to save and quit. If you can't figure out what button it's for. Save changes. Yes. Okay. It was supposed to restart, but apparently... Oh, there it goes. Okay, there it goes. But, it is working, as you guys can tell, even though it's really obnoxiously loud here. Let me make sure everything's good. I probably missed my prompt already. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me make sure. I mean, it's... Obviously, we gotta... Looks like... No, the time? No, it's a day ahead, but that's alright. Let me just make sure that this is still right. It says automatic, fan speed, level 9, really? No, man. I don't want it that high. I didn't know I could actually change it. Let's get it to 5. How about that? 50. I have to look up the target temperature for the CPU to make sure it maintains it, but go ahead, we're gonna exit the changes again. I mean exit and save the changes rather. It still didn't turn it down. It probably won't until it gets into Windows, but... Okay, so... I still gotta reinstall Windows and all that, but hope you guys enjoyed this video, and well... Have a good day.